What is up, BV Nation? So we're back from the range, and the best thing to do after a hot day out on the range is a cold beer. Cheers, Jesse. And of course, make some food. So 2 episodes ago, we were talking about outdoor cooking, right? Mm-hmm. And the different options out here. So we decided to make a video about this after the range today, and the benefits of each of these individual stoves. The food that we like to carry, obviously this is Mountain House, Eric's Armory, and Jesse is a...
we're a wholesale distributor, so twice a year we get together and do a huge bulk buy.
And they send demo products out. So we've got 4 meals to choose from here. I don't know about Jesse, but I'm definitely going to go with beef stroganoff. That is my favorite.
Yeah, so their demo is the 4 best sellers that they have, and my favorite, I think Eric's favorite too, is the chili mac. The breakfast skillet is amazing, and then
skillet's awesome.
Biscuits and gravy. You can never go wrong with biscuits and gravy.
Absolutely not. It's delicious. So, Jesse, why don't you tell us about what you got on this side here?
All right, so I always pack a quick Nalgene. You can warm up some water, throw it in your cold sleeping bag, warm up your sleeping bag. Keeps your water nice and safe. I just have a super cheap Amazon stove, regular jet boil pack. 4-season mix in case I'm out snow camping. My stove over here is the one that, it's a 4-season. If you go upside down, it's got the remote so you can get down to the super chilly weather. And then my smaller jet boil and my small utensil kit.
Absolutely, yeah. And then over here, which you guys saw some of on the episode that I featured some of the cooking stuff, I have my jet boil, which is the Mini Mo, which is a shorter but wider cup than the standard jet boil cup, which is this one right here, the Flash, right? Mm-hmm. Yours is cool because you got the temperature gauge, right? Does this one have the temperature?
When it works.
Yeah, when it works. It's kind of a frou-frou thing that jet boil decided to do. The cool thing about this one is it has the new burner, like I talked about on the episode, has a regulator in it that allows you to simmer control your cooking, so you can actually cook with this thing. The older style jet boils and like these can rockets, it's all or nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Basically, it's boil water, put it in a bag, eat your food. Whereas this, you can get it down, and I can pan fry things. I can do all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the GSI has the regulator that's able to do that too.
Right.
You can basically tell if it's got the super wide mouth. Yep. It's able to release a smaller amount of pressure and regulate really well.
Yeah, so yeah, the standard
that's
jet
the
boil
difference
mouse.
right there.
Yep, and then the GSI, like my jet boil, has the wider mouth. So the way these things work, which we'll cook, Jesse, if you want to cook one of your meals on your can, and I'll cook on the jet boil over here. So we're actually going to cook for you guys today. How exciting is that? Like, don't laugh at us, we're not professional chefs. Water. Oh, and then my water bottles of choice, Nalgene. Mine are beat the hell up because they've spent 7 years in a fire pack. But they've been washed out recently.
Thanks for that.
They have. So basically the way that these meals work is you're just boiling water. The thing about these stoves is they're super efficient. Same thing with even the rocket stoves. They'll boil water in 90 seconds at the slowest.
Yep.
They're super efficient, and especially the jet boils and like the GSIs, jet boils specifically, they have a heat flux ring on the bottom of their pots, which allows even heat distribution over your pots, which you'll see here in a moment. It doesn't take long to boil water. And basically you boil water, you dump the pre-measured amount of water in your meal, and then you let it sit for about 10 minutes. And then with the breakfast skillets and stuff like that, I like to use this thing, especially with the breakfast skillet, because it can get a little bit watery. Take that breakfast skillet, throw it in the pan, throw the pan back on the jet boil, simmer out the water. Simmer out the water, give it a little bit of browning and crisping and caramelizing some of the stuff that's in there, and it's delicious. You can't tell the difference between that and a home-cooked breakfast meal, in my opinion. So with that, these things are...
Sorry, one good thing to note when we're lighting these off. So depending on how much money you spend, or just pay attention to what you're buying. Some of them come with igniters built in. Others, you're definitely going to have
this one,
a lighter.
So
got to get it going
here. This one's definitely lives up to the name, pocket rocket. A little bit windy, but. Woo! Woo! That normally doesn't happen. Yeah. Kind of melted your sleeve there. Might need a new sleeve after that. Sorry about that, guys. I swear to God, we're professionals.
Totally edit that out.
I will. So literally these things are easy to turn on. They just turn right on, you hit the igniter, let them do their thing. And then show them off if you don't mind.
Go for it.
And what we do here, so these are super simple, you guys. They're pre-packaged in a bag. All you gotta do is tear off this little guy right here, little flap. Pull this out because you don't want to eat the deoxidizer. It might make you sick. And then inside, I'll come around to the camera, you have freeze-dried meal in a bag. It's pretty. It doesn't look very appetizing at first, but trust me, Mountain House, honestly, yes, Jesse might be a distributor, but I am not a distributor. These are probably the best backpacking meals you can buy for the price, aside from freeze-drying your own food.
Even as a distributor, I mean, there are other options out there. Backpackers Pantry, they have the best meal I have ever had.
Really?
Their chicken pad thai. Watch the sriracha because later on in your mummy bag, you will regret that.
Might die a little bit of asphyxiation from methane. So yeah, now we wait. And depending on how hot you want your food, that is going to depend on how fast you boil your water or how much boiling you do with your water. The other cool thing is these lids on the jet boil, they have a strainer or just a cord. You can use them as a cup. And actually,
My lid does not have that because I lost mine and I don't know where I got this.
I was going to ask you about that lid actually.
No idea where it came from.
It seems to fit on the
Like
jet
a
boil.
glove.
But yeah, depending on how hot you want it, it's going to depend on how much you boil and how high you turn your temperature. I don't like mine to be screaming hot, but
I'm super
The higher-
impatient, so I like it really hot.
the higher that you turn your gas, the quicker it boils. And where did you get these again?
Amazon came with this, the stove, and it all came in a nice little carry case.
With the fork, the knife, and the spoon.
Yep.
That is, I'm boiling. Woo!
Yep. There we go.
And just like that. That was probably about a minute and a half.
90 seconds. Toss it right in.
Just like a teapot. I'm making a mess here. So that's what that does. Oh God, water running.
They want you to stir it. If you don't have the ability to stir it, you can just shake it
Just
around
shake it.
as long as you get a good seal on these. Sometimes you get some of the dehydrated flavorings in the Ziploc and it won't seal very well.
Absolutely.
So that's not a good alternative.
No, it is not. But
So each one of them have preparation directions on the back. They give you water amount that you should throw in there. They're really good at how much water you should throw in and how long you need to keep it sealed and cooking for.
and sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. I've noticed with like the chili mac and the 4-cheese lasagna to throw a little bit less water than what they recommend.
I was actually going to say that with the breakfast skillet too.
And the breakfast skillet. Otherwise, if you use the recommended water, I highly suggest you have one of these to cook off the water because there's going to be quite a bit. And I made a mess here,
Yep.
didn't I?
And the chicken, I don't remember which one it is specifically, but the chicken chunks, those take by far the longest to cook because you have to
Oh, yeah.
rehydrate a full chicken
Absolutely.
patty.
And then there's also the chicken dumpling meal was actually really good too.
Yep.
So if you guys hit us up, let us know like what kind of meals you like. We'll tell, or what you're looking for, and we'll tell you what we, in our opinion, is good. Personally, you can't go wrong with the two that we have here.
Yeah.
The chili mac and the beef stroganoff are by far two of the best for dinner type items, and then of course the breakfast skillet. And I honestly haven't tried the biscuits and gravy.
It's, again, with those biscuits, it takes a little while to rehydrate, but it's definitely well worth the wait. Touching on the family note, if you want to take younger kids out backpacking, I learned the chili mac, it's a little too spicy for the younger ones.
Ah, yes.
The beef stroganoff was perfect for them. There was a couple others. The Jamaican jerk chicken was a little spicy for them.
Right.
The chicken tetrazzini was perfect. So,
And the cool thing about these is once you're done with the leftover water, these things are usually hot enough that you just let it sit and it dries right out. Because honestly, I overwatered mine on purpose for you guys because I'm gonna. So most of the jet boil kits come with this, which if you want to use a frying pan with the jet boil setup, which this is what it looks like without the pot on here. If you want to use a pan or anything to fry, you need one of these, which is the pot support. And the pot support just kind of just twists onto the burner like so, and it allows you to put a frying pan, actually fairly stably. So this frying pan is from MSR, same people that make the pocket rocket that I demonstrated. Great company. MSR stands for Mountain Safety Research. They're kind of the front runner as far as backpacking, climbing, and mountaineering technology goes for anything. Anything from tents, sleeping bags, cookware, water purifiers. Their water purifiers are probably the best on the market, honestly, for a pump system.
definitely.
Their camp cookware and backpacking cookware, like this is the kit that I have from MSR. It comes with a serving spoon, spatula, salt and pepper shaker, condiment dispenser. So if you want like hot sauce and don't want to carry a whole bottle of it. It comes with a scraper and a brush for cleaning, like in a creek. And it comes with a microfiber towel and a cutting board in there, so you can cut stuff up. So if you have like fresh vegetables or onions, or if you pick wild edibles and know what you're doing when you pick wild edibles, you can have a cutting board to cut things up with. All right, so I'm actually gonna throw mine in the pan for a minute, or a little bit of it at least, so that way you guys can also see what this meal looks like when it's cooked. And actually, I'm gonna take it off the pot support first before I dump it in the pan, so I don't dump it all over the table. Don't that look tasty? It doesn't look very appetizing. Well, to me it looks appetizing, but some people it doesn't look very appetizing. Trust me, it's delicious. And my pan is pretty cool because it's an actual ceramic pan, titanium ceramic pan, and it's lightweight, and it wasn't very expensive either. But now, so here's what I got in the pan. This is the beef stroganoff. Looks pretty tasty, right? And we'll turn the gas back on a little bit. Put it on simmer. And then now, a little spatula from Jetboil. I swear to God, you guys, I'm not a Jetboil rep. I just like their stuff.
They just make good stuff.
I've been using their stuff for a long time, along with MSR, since they pretty much came out on the market. But just sit here and kind of throw this down. And I'm going to turn down the simmer control just a little bit. Just enough so that it's getting some of that excess water off, and I get a nice little heat crust built on there. But if you're going to get a backpacking pan, you guys get a ceramic pan. Don't cut corners and just get an anodized aluminum pan. You will regret it. Spend the extra cash, get a ceramic or a good Teflon coated backpacking pan. That way, when you have to clean up and you don't have a lot of water to clean up with, you're not screwed. And you're not resorting to going to the creek and finding river sand to scrub your pan out with. Because growing up, that's what we did.
Yeah, but they didn't have this.
We didn't have this technology, being able to ceramic coat a lightweight titanium pan. Which, by the way, the other cool thing about this pan is I can take this off. So it all collapses down. The handle comes right off. And it just clips right on back in. So,
A lot of the MSR and GSI products, they're nestable, so you can put in multiple things in the same footprint, so it's not
Absolutely.
taking up a ton of space.
and
Definitely do your research. Everybody makes a good product. So there's just a
well,
lot of companies.
not everybody. There are some. I would say that there are definitely some companies to stay away from. But the bigger ones, like a lot of people, a lot of people talk crap about name brand stuff. When it comes to backpacking and outdoor stuff, name brand stuff, you get what you pay for. You really do. You can find name brand stuff for cheaper. You can find it for good deals, but honestly, if you buy cheap stuff in the outdoor like actual legitimate hardcore, backcountry backpacking type stuff, and you buy cheap stuff and you take it out there, you're gonna regret it.
Yep.
It's gonna break. It's not gonna perform how it's supposed to, or it's not gonna perform at all. And then you're gonna be wishing you'd spent the extra $10 on, a Jetboil or
Yeah.
a GSI or something.
You're putting the money into the research, and this is actually kind of a good stepping stone right here. So the footprint of this cheaper Amazon cook stove is rather small. Your little tongs that hold your stove are rather small. When you pay for somebody who's done their research, you can tell it is much larger footprint. It holds your cooking utensils, your pots and pans a whole lot better. And they do that because they've been out there testing it. These are just cheap knockoffs who piggyback on the research and development that you're paying for when you get a better product.
Absolutely. With that, so what I was just doing, you guys, a little salt and pepper shaker. Throwing a little salt S&P in there for you Letterkenny fans out there. S&P is the way for me.
Grill marks.
Grill marks, bud. You are fucking up. Oh, wait, can you say that on YouTube channel? Yeah, it's my YouTube channel. Do whatever you want. This ain't the radio show. And with that, I think that looks pretty good.
It's starting to smell good.
Yeah. I think that's cooked off most of the water now. And with that, right there, got a little skillet made meal. Guess what? It's right in the pot already. Call that good.
About time.
Eat right out of there. But with that, so you guys, this is kind of backpacking cooking 101. If you have any questions or comments that you want to see as feature, or if you just have questions in general about this stuff and you want to find this stuff or have help getting a hold of some of these items, get in touch with us. You can get in touch with Jesse over at ericsarmory.com. You can get in touch with me at BackWoodsVeterans.com. We're on both of our Facebook pages at Erics Armory or at BB Nation or BackWoods Veterans. So with that, hope you guys have a good day. I hope you guys have as good of a day as we did.
Oh yeah, it's a great day.
Shot a lot of ammo and
Drinking
we're
some
finishing with
cold
beer,
brews.
eating some good food. So with that, we'll sign off and we'll see you guys next time.